Hey y'all, it's Jocelyn from Jobs by Joce, and I'm coming at you with another episode of Petty and Pink. So my blog post was called 3 Tips for Creatives with Day Jobs. And it's for creatives, people who want to act, people who want to do art, people who want to do graphic design, people who want to start their own business, but for certain hours of the day, they're working for someone else's business, they're doing something unrelated. And that can be it can be like such a downer, because you're using your spare free hours, or maybe you could be hanging out with friends, maybe you could be sleeping to try and squeeze in time for your passion. So in my blog post, I'm gonna just kind of elaborate on that post, and I'll link to the post down below, I'm gonna go over the 9 to 5, 5 to 9 mentality. I'm gonna go over finding local resources that can help you. And I'm also gonna go over finding your tribe, because that's something that is a constant work in progress, where you're finding people that not only are fun to hang out with and have similar interests, but are encouraging, positive, they like to reciprocate, finding those type of people. And so I'll just go over those things, and hopefully that you guys can relate to this, because I'm currently in the midst of trying to find a way to make my passion make me income, but not in a way where I lose what I love and I lose what I want to do, but where when I wake up and I have to work, because most of us, we have to work. That's the 99% of us, right? We have to work, and it's for the best if I wake up excited. So I've been working since I was 16, and I feel like that has kind of shaped my mentality and view towards the world. I've never really been able to not work. I kind of became trapped in the I'm always working, and I feel like I never had anything to show for it. I felt like I'm showing up at work, I'm giving my all, I'm helping the owners build their empire, but at the end of the day, what do I get? I get a paycheck, of course, but most of the time it was just transactional type jobs. Do this, do this, do this, go home, wash, rinse, repeat, you know? So I just, I felt like I was dying inside. So this past summer, I quit my full-time job so that I could take on some more flexible roles so that I could start working on my true passions. And so now I'm a substitute teacher, and I also work for a blog, and I love it. I love the flexibility. Just today, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna pick up a subbing job because I really need to catch up on sleep, and I have a lot of work to do for grad school. So that's what I did, because I am that sure that I wanna work on my passions more than anything, that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna forego the stable paycheck. I'm gonna forego the things that come with these full-time jobs so that I have more time. So with that exchange of having more time, I've been able to do more after work. However, the 9 to 5, 5 to 9 mentality, right? I got this concept from Gary Vee, more solidly from Gary Vee, but I've heard this over the years of, if after work you're not working on your passion, you're not really passionate about anything. That's what this said, and I was kind of triggered by it. I was like, that's not fair, I freaking worked all day, I'm tired, I want to hang out with my friends. What is touching my face? What is it? What is touching me? I'm getting annoyed. So I got stuck in this cycle of working, and I was just like, hey, after work, I want to sleep. After work, I'm getting a drink. After work, I'm going to watch my favorite show. And it hasn't been till literally this past few months where I'm like, you know what? All these years are passing, and time is passing anyway. What am I doing with it? I know that I have to work. Bummer, But what can I do so that I'm maximizing the hours in a day? And so my boyfriend sent me Crushing It by Gary Vee, and that really helped me paint a picture of, we have enough time in the day to make baby steps towards our goals. So I was lucky enough to be in a situation where I'm in grad school, I have my bachelor's degree, and I had a few connections to where I could get a work from home job. So I work from home sometimes, and then I work as a substitute teacher sometimes. However, that's still working for somebody else. So I still, have to use this 9 to 5, 5 to 9 mentality and remind myself, once you're done with the things that pay the bills, you need to hop directly into your passions. So for me, I'm writing a screenplay, I'm working on a business idea, I'm learning how to pitch, I'm creating a pitch deck, I'm learning this whole new world of business, and really unsure of where it's gonna go or how to even get the ball really, really rolling. But I've been working on that so much more because I've purposely made my schedule do so. And what the f is going on with my face? My nose is so itchy. Okay, so essentially what Gary Vee was saying is that use whatever spare time you have to work on something towards your project, a baby step towards your project, anything you can do. Take 45 minutes to brainstorm your next novel title. Take an hour to come up with a little sketch of a business plan. Take 20 minutes to write a few pages of your screenplay. I think working on those little side projects makes life so much more worth it. Like, I get going to work and building towards other people's businesses and building towards other people's empires. I get that that's okay with some people. They love that stability. They love that paycheck. They love that, guarantee I have a job tomorrow. But I personally want to build and work on something that's going to make my family stable. That's going to make my generations to come have a legacy. So that's what my passion is I'm entrepreneurial, as well as I have my creative passions. I've been working on my screenplay, and I've been working on pitching my idea for a business. So those things just get me so juiced up. Like when I'm writing, I'm not getting $1 for it, right? Hopefully one day it becomes a show, but right now it's just so fun to spend a few free time writing. When I'm working on my business plan, or when I'm meeting up with potential advisors, will I ever make $1 off this business? I hope so. But even if I don't, I love the process. I love the process of, validating my idea by calling potential customers. I love the process of creating my pitch deck, making it better every week. I love the idea of learning and reading blogs that have to do with like business, aspiring entrepreneurs, startup culture. Like, do those things that make you feel that excitement, right? Part 2 is find local resources. A lot of us have dreams bigger than our wallets, okay? And I just really feel like free resources are the key for those of us who want to learn, we want to do more, we want to do better, we want to expand our ideas into reality, but maybe we don't have $2,000 to $3,000 to market something, take a lesson, buy a camera, The local resources I've been using are Canvanizer. Canvanizer is a free resource to create your business canvas online. And a business canvas is kind of like this really cool grid of the different parts that will make your business flow fully. But it has a bunch of different parts that you have to validate that customers want this. You have to explain how would your customer get this to their doorstep, and you have to explain how would you make money. You have to explain outside people that would be involved in your business. It's kind of it takes a little bit of research to understand it, but if you have any business idea, even if it's a YouTube channel, you can still use Canvanizer to create a little business plan so you have an idea, like when I make this, it'll actually work. An example of something I did that didn't work, that I should have maybe made a little mini business plan for, was I got all juiced up and excited about this idea of making online courses because I like recording myself, explaining things. I like teaching other people. That's why I started my blog, was to encourage other people to take risks and try new things. So I built this online e-course to get people to become a flight attendant. I knew that there was a lot of free resources out there, but I felt like, I'm gonna sell this e-course. How many people do you think bought my e-course? That's right, 0. So it's because I didn't even validate that people wanted this product. Like I spent a month developing video, downloadables, instructional pages, all this, put it together in a e-course online, like a free builder. No one bought it because nobody needed it. So that's huge. Canvanizer can really help you, and it's free, like I said, to at least validate your idea and get it on paper. Will it work in practice? Maybe not. You have to actually implement it. But this is a good first step that you can maybe do after work, before you have to spend time with your kids, or after work before you need to make dinner. Go on Canvanizer, print it out, or do it on the computer and plug in some things and say, hey, this business actually looks like it could really work, That's one free resource. Another one that I really like is SBA, the Small Business Association. That was actually the first place I ever built a business plan, was SBA. They gave you this free tool where I'm learning different things like target market, my demographic, how am I going to make money. It questions you and it needs it in detail, and they give you a free access to make it and build this, and then you can download it. So SBA has tons of resources, not only the business plan, but they will let you know about local events in your area. If I want to, how to get started for under $1,000 or whatever, look on their event calendar, and you can find some free things that you could attend to network, to learn in your area. So SBA is another free resource. My final resource is something I just got turned on to, thanks to my boyfriend, is Audible. Audible is a place to listen to books, the audio version of any book that you could think of. Your first book is free, And my first book that I got was Crushing It by Gary Vee, which I've already mentioned twice now. I just super love listening to this book while I'm driving, because prior to that I would be listening to the radio, I'd be listening to my music. I love that, it's fun. But you're utilizing your commute to better yourself and educate yourself. Think about if on your commute, instead of listening to your favorite 5 songs, you listen to 30-40 minutes of, startups for dummies, or, how to make a business under $100. Like, there's books for everything, and they're on Audible. So I would recommend using that. It's not necessarily a free resource indefinitely, but your first book is free. And there you go. Those are just 3 free resources that I would recommend to get started that help you utilize your time a little bit more wisely. Last but not least, I was going to talk to you guys about finding your tribe. This is an ongoing process. This is a very important process. Who you are around is so important. Like, do you see my body language right now? Like, it is so important, okay? I grew up in a culture of prioritizing financial stability. Make sure you can pay the bills. Make sure you have health insurance. Make sure that you have a job that people need you and can always find you. That doesn't leave much room for do what you love. That doesn't leave much room for take a risk, be an entrepreneur. It doesn't leave a lot of room for take a risk, work in the entertainment industry, okay? I was very afraid for my money all the time. I had to learn how to block that out. Finding your tribe doesn't mean getting rid of people out of your life. It means finding people that give you life. Like, it means finding people that are like, oh my God, I love your idea. How can I help? Oh my God, I can't wait to see your idea come to life. You approach this person and you're like, whatever, whoever it is, a new friend, a classmate, whatever. I've been thinking I wanna, start singing. Maybe I start singing on YouTube, see what happens. They go, oh my God, I can't believe you haven't already done it. Send me the link so I can subscribe. That's your tribe right there. They don't have to sing with you. They don't have to be like, let's start business together. They don't have to be your manager. Your tribe is those people that are like, yes, why haven't you already done this? Like, I believe in you, And that is that encouragement, because what if you don't become the next Mariah Carey? That person was your tribe for you regardless. They're not just there to make it when you win. They're not just there to say, it's an unstable industry. You're not that good. They're there to say, whatever your dream is, I want to see you living it. That's your tribe. I am so passionate about being encouraging and finding encouragement. I grew up around a lot of poking holes in ideas, and it really triggered me, because I ended up making a lot of life decisions based on I want to do it and I love it, but it's not stable, it's risky. And I'm kind of backtracking on that. I'm living a pretty risky, in my opinion, pretty risky life. I don't have a 9-to-5. I don't have all the accoutrements that come with a 9-to-5. I don't have stability financially, but I'm making it by, I'm doing my thing, and I love my side projects that I'm working on. So I'm happier now than I've ever been. And I would say that accounts for a promotion, a raise, whatever. I would say that's worth it. So finding your tribe is tough. I would say going to events is gonna be huge. I even found some really encouraging, awesome people when I attended a innovation weekend at my university. It was for anyone with an entrepreneurial mindset, anyone who had an idea or wanted to work on someone else's idea. We all came together for a weekend. I've never been around so many people that were so uplifting, outside of the box thinkers. I just loved it. The energy of we can make something happen, or you can make something happen, Jocelyn. That was crazy. That was really fun. So utilizing college resources, utilizing local resources that once again you can find through SBA, but also a place that I found encouragement is the internet. Of course, the internet can be very negative sometimes, but if you look up certain hashtags on Instagram, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag motivation, hashtag manifest, hashtag wanderlust, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag women in business. You might find some pages that you want to follow, but you might also find some people who are on the come up with you that you might want to slide into their DMs like, listen, let's encourage each other. Listen, do you want to do a collab blog post? Listen, do you want to, shout each other out on the gram? Or just not turn into a friendship. Another place that I've actually started getting into is Facebook groups. I've kind of been over Facebook for a while, but I feel that because of this new discovery of these groups, they're not new, but I'm just new to them, of joining, aspiring women entrepreneurs, female founders. These groups are full of people that want their better lives. They want their best lives, and they're encouraging each other. I've joined like Black women in business groups. I've joined things like that so I can get into a mindset of I'm not alone in this journey and this desire to be my own boss. I'm not alone. So hop on that internet and type in a Facebook group, type in what you're interested in. That's that encouragement, that's that light to your fire, that's that fuel that you need, because we have these inner passions and sometimes we think we're alone. You know, maybe you share your passion with a coworker and they're like, I don't know, I like my job. You know, we have a nice long lunch and, you know, whatever. That's great for them, that's great for them, but if that's not you and that brings you down and you feel like, dang, I'm crazy for wanting bigger stuff, you need to find your tribe. So I really hope you guys benefited from this. It's really fun for me to share this stuff because this is my true passion, is encouraging people to never settle unless they are joyful about what they're doing. And I hope you can get that energy from me, and I hope you can realize that I'm really being truthful with this. Please go and read my blog post. I'm going to link it below. And thank you so much for tuning in to Petty in Pink. I'm really enjoying creating this channel, and I appreciate all of you that are watching. Have a great day.